What is going on, everybody? It's that time again, Wednesday, Boruto episode 31. Running a little behind with it, but I wanted to get it up nonetheless. We left off last week's episode of Sarada pretty much handling her battle, her matchup. Chojuro pretty much took out all those kids, no problem. We saw Iwabe jump in, which makes me think that Mitsuki, Shikadai, Inojin, all the other kids are going to jump in at some point. And I think I'm done watching episode preview, so I'm not sure where we go this episode. I don't know if it gets wrapped up this episode. I can't see it be much longer than this or maybe one more. Um, I'm guessing this is going to be Boruto's main battle episode. I want to know, is it going to be Boruto against Kagura and then the other kind of like leader just decides to stop? If Kagura comes around and both of them face him, I'm not sure. What I really want to see is if Boruto handles his battle himself or if he gets help from Mitsuki or somebody else. I'm interested to see what they do with that. But episode 31, Boruto, we are pressing play on the episode right now. There it goes. All right, we're in there. I want to know how a kunai is keeping up with that big ass sword. That had to be a shadow clone. Yeah, there's no way that was real. I want to see if he uses that sword to its full extent because we saw when Chojuro used it for the first time that we kind of saw him get introduced with May um, in the Five Kage Summit. When that, because it used to be wrapped up in like the tape that they're always wrapped up in on their legs or their arms or whatever. And when he unleashed it, it like came out of the tape and had like this chakra form to it. Like he could form, the blade would still be the blade, but then he would form like a hammer end off of it and all this other kind of stuff. I want to know, is that unique to him or if that's unique to the sword? You would think it's unique to the sword, so I want to know if we're going to see that or not. And then yeah, how is a kunai just keeping up that? It was the same thing like when Kisame and Itachi came to the village in the first time, like way back, and Kakashi was battling Kisame's big ass blade with a kunai. I don't know how it works. Anime logic, maybe Naruto or Boruto logic. Um, but I really want to see Boruto handle this himself. But if Mitsuki jumps in and has to handle it, I wouldn't mind that too. Let's see what happens. Boruto and Kagura is the name of the episode. Okay. What is he swinging that for? If he gets hit by one of those, it's over. He said put more chakra into it. This is just like one of those Orochimaru things. You catch these kids so early that you can't tell them anything. I was about to say, please don't let this be a talk down episode kind of thing. He's not afraid of a wimpy sword. I really want to see him bust out that full power. He's just hacking and slashing. There's no finesse. He's just going and going. He said put that chakra into it. Sword looked like it hit to me. We own ourselves. He called Chodra an old man. For the sake of changing things in their favor, they've had anyone who's gotten in their way assassinated in secret. Is that true of May and Chodro or not? I don't know. If someone's an inconvenience, they get rid of them. If that statement is true, then Chodro and May kind of brought this on themselves. Mitsuki. An awful guy I know was snooping around in the land of water and he gave me this. And I've got to say, I've learned a lot of interesting things. This is proof that you've been in secret negotiations with the Land of Waves. Just what were you planning on doing? There's not more that you're hiding. Is that what? Anyway, all the guys who were supporting you confessed. Like how you assassinated those who got. So he was killing people. Got rid of anyone who got in your way. Secretly, so no one found out. He's got the evil, like I lost it laugh. Well, he lost Kagura. Kagura is mentally unstable. He he can be trusted on any side. I was about to say, I'm under the same thing as Mitsuki. Why do you want war? It's not like you can win. Blood Misfit. Unless you got rid of like Naruto and Sasuke, there's no war against them you could win. What is he about to do? We've never seen Samehada do that. Mitsuki's going in. I'm pretty sure Mitsuki can handle this himself, but I guess it'll include Boruto too. Kagura is just he's gone. Oh, my man Mitsuki's got some skill. Who did he hit? Oh, the sword. Yeah, he's just slicing through that wind style. Chakra that's wilted away, but my Samahada becomes mine. Mist. It's I'm invincible. This mist chakra will be absorbed from our wounds. It's like it was just absorbing Mitsuki's wind style. But like Itachi says, every jutsu has a weakness. So what's the weakness to this mist? That he can't see just as well, or like what is? It was a water clone. Let's not get over the fact that um, it was a water clone. Can we talk about how Mitsuki sliced that man's throat? No way. Don't tell me this turns into a Boruto saves Mitsuki thing. I wanted it to be the other way around. Grandson of the son of the Hokage. Kagura was a tool just for this purpose. We gotta have more Jutsu selection than Shadow Clones. Paper Bomb, okay. I don't think we've ever seen Samehada used in this way. We got some pain arc animation. And people said that, so we were going back and forth on how did they get all the swords back. The most, pretty much, I guess, well liked explanation was that everybody who had the swords just gave them back to the Mist Village to show like good faith, to show we're on good terms, we want to all be one. Even if that's the case, I don't see B ever, ever, ever parting with that sword. And I think they would have let B keep that sword. And I also never see Samehada being satisfied with anybody else but B. So that's my sense on that. Even a weakling like me. What? I'm so confused. Did he just get eaten by his sword? Damn, he locked everybody up. Difficult to wield. The wielder was inexperienced, so the sword swallowed him up. Okay, so now he looks like Hisame 2.0. So what is all of our chakra? So who's in charge right now? Is he in charge or is the sword in charge of him? I can't tell. And we're seeing so many abilities from the sword that we've never seen before. Because I feel like this would have been a great ability for. There he goes. He put the chakra into it. Because being that, like, Killer B was so in control of that sword, and he was a great swordsman even before he got it. I feel like he would have seen this happen, like, been able to do send the sword out and call it back and all that kind of stuff. Boruto's eye flashed one time. That's the first time we've seen his eye flash since the New Way arc, I think. There you go. You separated the sword. So who's gonna corral that sword back in then? She's too weak from using her eyes. So it's looking like this arc is finally at its end. I'm guessing they'll end up like assimilating Shizuma back into the village somehow, or he'll be forgiven or something like that. Um, I don't know if we're gonna get one final wrap up episode because again, I kind of stopped watching episode preview, so I don't know if we'll get one more episode of where they'll kind of like come together and talk and then sail back, or if this really is it. I think that only applies to you. All right, so that's it. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. Between last week and this week, I feel like we got some um pretty solid episodes. There's just a lot of fighting, a lot of hand to hand, and then again, like I said last week, I feel like we're so used to seeing like war arc, like Susanos and all these summons and huge ninjutsus and god tier chakra levels and stuff. So it's a lot. The shift is a lot different because now we're going back to like the beginning days where everybody kind of had their one or two like little low level kind of ninjutsu, and it's a lot of just like spamming of the same thing, which I guess you could say that's how it was at the end of Naruto. But it's a lot more like hand to hand thinking things other than just spamming all the power you have. So I thought it was pretty good between last week and this week. Which one do I think was better? I think last week's episode was better, but this one was good as well. So let me know what you guys thought. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. Tomorrow's Thursday. I will go ahead and get My Hero Academia episode up for Thursday. Might be able to get one up Friday as well. So again, like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,